Yeah.
We're done talking, so we can start talking.
Yes. This you know, Train being the first map, this is going to be interesting because famously for North, especially under MSL's kind of jurisdiction, this was a map that was played on and off. I think largely the reason why MSL kept this in North's pool early was because when Cadian took over this North squad, similar to what he did with Rogue, he really tried to make Train one of those staple maps. And so I feel like MSL's tried to keep that light burning, tried to continue with some of the work that other players have started. One man that I really want to be keeping an eye on is, I was going to say Gade is usually someone who floats around over here towards this B site as a bit of an anchor, but he's actually over in the Pop Dog now, and instead we've got Cajun B and Kirby up here towards the upper halls. MSL's gone through this smoke down in Ivy. He's going to get put down by Face Crack, and that's the man advantage taken now for forZe in this pistol. Ivy control gained, and for Gade, he is in a horrible spot right now.
Yeah, North have really set up with a weird setup, and forZe have actually found the exact counter they needed with that Ivy play. It's still winnable for North, though. A bit of team damage coming through. Z-Power's going to take down Cajun on rotation, and Almazy's got the bombing connector. AZ, a crucial fight that he needs to win, and he will not do so. Z-Power with 3 on the P250, and it's forced to take the pistol. Of all places that they could have gone in that round, if they went anywhere but Ivy, they would have walked into heavy stacks. There was a dink coming out in the upper B halls onto one of the double stacks from North, but with 2 in the Pop Dog, AZ almost makes it work. Not quite. And as we say in the industry, Trey, second is as good as last.
Well, more like is you would know if you paid attention and read books in school, if you're not first, you're last. And that is to the great author, Ricky Bobby. So you guys can look that up on another time.
I can't read.
Well, at least you have an excuse for not knowing.
They could explain it in pictures, like hieroglyphics. That would be great.
This stat at the bottom is interesting. During this event, forZe won 100% of CT-side pistol rounds and lost 100% of T-side pistols. Well, that's their first T-side pistol they picked up. But to jump on that, you have a stat, Harry.
I do indeed, Hugo. I actually do. North are currently yet to lose a pistol in all of Pro League thus far. That goes for both T and CT side, and they haven't lost conversions yet either. I think that's perhaps more important than this. Obviously, that's all changed now. That stat's been stripped away from them, courtesy of forZe, who have broken their own little 0% stat line. So, yeah, things are getting torn apart. The numbers are changing. Let's get back into this now as this pause is drawn to a close. forZe 1-0 up. They get that T-side pistol. We mentioned how North, they'd been good in the conversions. forZe now have to have that same kind of fervor about them in this second round.
Yeah, forZe are forcing North to force here in the second round. It's going to be double scout and the Deegs out as forZe look to make a quick A-play work. Facecrack has crept his way down Olaf. Kirby up close in the sandwich. This is a very dangerous fight for Kirby. If he gets more aggressive, his feet will be seen ahead of time. That's a nice grenade. Facecrack is getting brutalized. He's been hit by a scout and a grenade now. Down to 6, swapping out the scout, giving the gun to Z-Power, who does have that creek now. Gade even spotting on B, and he's got a smoke to delay this play, but Z-Power, how the hell has he crept out? No one's watching anything for North, and they need to hit the shots as now the T's show their presence.
Yeah, Kirby saw the shadow of Almazy getting up on top of the train, but communicated that across to Cajun B, but no kill was found. Now he goes running into the Pop Dog. Jerry's heard this. Jerry's waiting, and that's a kill there, guaranteed for Scary Jerry up at the top of the ladder. AZ gets one, but before that, he's actually traded, doesn't get out of danger, and MSL, the last man left standing. 1 versus 3, scout in hand. 2 of these players are low. Like, you know, he can get this down to a 1v1, or he could just die immediately. forZe 2-0, they get themselves that conversion on the board in spite of the force buy from North. And so this should be the 3-0 lead here.
Yeah, just a couple of the old grenades here for North. Kirby, maybe a misread. He actually had the right idea that forZe had left Hecon, and they were baiting the fact that they were running back towards B. So he sprints into Pop Dog, tries to beat them to the site, get up that ladder, but Jerry was waiting in the wings. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Someone knifed Kirby, and he drops his grenade, and it does even more damage. So that's, yeah, it's not the round, not the way you want to start the round for sure for North, but it's not the end of the world. It's only USPs. This one was going to be easy for forZe anyway.
That it was. Jerry doing everything that he needs to do with that MAC-10. Finds himself 3, make it a 4th. He's going to go for it. 5 HP, might as well try to feed it to him. Nope. Oh, X-Power is going to stop this round where it started. 3-0 for forZe. Good start, but now we're going to see the weapons come out here for North. We're going to see if they can start to turn this one back around. Jerry Smith has played under forZe for a total of 918 days. Morty says he's living in a simulation. And maybe even a situation. Who knows?
I was going to say, there's no way in hell that Jerry's surname is Smith. No. Not believing that. I mean,
Vintet's name is Hansel Ferdinand. So
yeah, true. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Ain't that right, Harry Russell?
Yeah, it's the age-old saying. And in this round, forZe trying to show exactly why we utter phrases like that, but he's actually immediately cancelled out. Face crack keeps things in the advantage of forZe. Kirby creeping up. Uh-oh. Woo! Express delivery. Oh, no! Kirby tries to play it a little too smart. And Jerry, I'm not going to let him get away with that. Continuing to push up towards the bomb train as Jerry Gade bites the dust, and it's cajunB alone towards the backtracks, moving into CT spawn. Doesn't have a kit. There might be one that he can retrieve somewhere in the map, but it's not looking great for Cajun.
Oh.
Peace out, cajunB.
That entire round for North is just a series of unfortunate events. Spotting one player and then just getting headshot by another. forZe, great round so far. Just so keen in getting out into this yard. And here's the value of having those Molotovs on the CT side. As Chad will tell you, you want those mollies down in T-Con trace. You don't want forZe running out like madmen, but that's all they've been doing on this T side. Almeza getting quickly out into the site in the previous round. We've seen Olaf plays almost every single round of this map so far. North, another eco. No more utility, no more money, no more guns. Should be a 5-0.
They say, mo money, mo problems. I say, no money, no problems. Check this out. This is CSGO. We're talking pistols and what they're capable of doing. And right here in this moment, I see 2 Deagles, I see a CZ, a P250, some various grenades coming out of there to include 2 HEs and 3 flashes as it stands.
Do you see an opportunity, Trace? Do you see a chance?
Likely not, but we're going to find out. Again, these pistols really are a bit volatile. Sort of like the water.
Water?
That Harry's drinking right now.
Hey, that's a clear liquid, but it ain't water.
Just vodka. I'm just, yeah.
Nah, I was just like Pedialyte.
It's like lemonade or something. Here's the
hand sanitizer.
Keeping it clean. MSL over here towards the back of Brown. Gonna try and flash cajunB down into Ivy. Deagle retrieved. However, his teammates are dwindling. And that Molotov's gonna burn down one now. MSL, sure he gets a kill. cajunB's alone again. He's retrieved himself a Krieg. This bomb for forZe is still dropped back. They're actually just looking to take this gunfight onto Cajun. And that's a bit scary. forZe are already looking very, very confident. I don't think that's a good sign for North. I think as well, something that's always hindered North a little bit throughout these last few iterations of this squad is the lack of like a super consistent, high-fragging, AWPing power on a map like Train, right? You think back to even when they had Yugi in this squad. This was a map I think, honestly, he was pretty all right on it, but I just don't think Yugi was the most consistent of AWPers, and that was very much his trouble. I think MSL here, he could run into the problem that he's not able to outdo these fast plays from the forZe side on that big green gun. And a part of me maybe even wonders if that's why we've kind of seen this rotation of Gade away from B over towards the Pop Dog E-Box position. You know, someone who we always kind of revere for his ability to anchor a bomb site. Well, he's been moved over with AZ to play this kind of main area.
forZe are going to pick up a 5th round as the bomb explodes. And they're going to continue their streak here. 5-0. No answer thus far for North.
Yeah, but now the guns come out, right? You have to remember, North haven't had a proper full buy all game long. And sometimes the T-sides of Train do start this way. If you can get that pistol round locked in and you can deny, you know, those early buys, the first rifle round with limited utility. This is often what happens. North, however, now need to shut this down. The double AWP might be the solution. The incendiaries need to come through, and forZe have an AWP of their own. Flick's going to be picking that one up for the time being, potentially playing it off a spawn as he runs in towards the B site. Going for that fight towards Gade. He spots it and bails back. Doesn't want to take the risk. Doesn't want to lose his life. And so the guns get traded. forZe taking their time on this one, knowing that North have the weaponry to fight back. But are they prepared for the double orb? That's the question. We've got MSL, Inner, playing towards a connector, Cajun watching Ivy, and Z-Power's going to show off his as well.
A lot of room control here from Z-Power, and that AWP trained up on the E-box. Looks like forZe still want to toy with the idea of going on the inner site. At least Gade over there to respond quickly. MSL with the AWP back towards connector. So that first smoke's going to come out, some flashes to follow. MSL's going to pull a shot off. Gade's going to be there to support him. Finds 3 of his own. Make that 2. MSL's there as well. So just Jerry, 1v3, and this is looking like a North round all day.
Ooh. Even gets legged on the exit. Cajun will finish off the job with another shot. And there we go. Yeah, you're right, Trace. North. First round on the board, starting things off as they should. But remember, forZe did go 5-0 up. They've got money for days, and they're going to be reinvesting straight into this round.
And, I mean, you know, I was mentioning how Gade had been pulled away from that B bomb site. Well, he's actually back there now. And we're into this kind of standard setup that we know and love, or at least how I imagine this North squad would divvy up these defenses. It's MSL holding down towards connector, and Cajun is playing that Ivy position with the AWP. He might have a chance to shine in this round here. Cajun, oh, a little pixel angle there. He gets tagged up on that initial fight. Now, he does have teammates nearby. Yeah, he tried to go back in dry. It would have been wonderful to see Kjaerbye maybe try and set him up with a flashbang, but with no utility down in main, Kjaerbye's attention was elsewhere. Smoke's now down to allow this cross behind it from forZe. They're going to start to wrap in towards CT. They'll re-smoke off that position. You can see Almazer's waiting above the upper halls outside of the B bomb site. He's just biding his time. Face crack still over in main. forZe, they've left their options open. This is what you've got to love about this strat. You don't have to commit to B.
Sick.
They bait that first shot out from MSL, and that's the trade for Z-Power. Gade now, CT spawn. Only good for 1 before he's dealt with. forZe, they've gotten a man all the way through this B bomb site, but the bomb has now been dropped over towards backtracks. They've got to get a move on. They've got to try and get it over on the forZe side. This is such a confusing round. Almazer's behind Kjaerbye, but in the meantime, AZ, now he's getting hunted as well. It's wrap on wrap on wrap. And yeah, this has gone the way of forZe. They're going to take that 6th round.
Oh, what a round. I mean, that must have been so confusing if you're in the North camp, right, as well, with how many trades are going through. forZe, perfect peaks, sending the IGL in so Jerry dies and Z-Power can trade with the orb, getting rid of MSL with, you know, ease there, and a really nice way of doing it. forZe, they have those flanks, they have that B player coming in late, and it's able to take them another round, breaking North's economy with it.
One of the things I think you've got to love about Jerry is, like, he's a great player mechanically in the game, but also, like, his decision-making and how selfless he can be within this team, I think is so commendable. You know, throwing himself into that fight, knowing that if there's an AWP holding it, which they're expecting there is, right? The odds are he's going to get mopped up. He's got faith, A, in his teammates to trade that kill, and B, that they're just going to listen diligently and win the round out, and they do. So forZe are up 6-1. And once again, there's no money left for North. I mean, this should be the lead growing even further here.
Should be, could be, and we're very well going to keep our eyes on this to see what does sort of prosper out of this, perhaps for the side of North. They needed to slow things down, but they're going to have it considerably slower here with pistols in their hands.
And again, the second you don't get a molly in T-Con, this is what forZe have done every single round. Oh, nice flank, though. They grenade it through the smoke, and MSL is going to wrap sandwich. They're ready for the play. forZe have done that time and time again, so it's nice to see North having the reactions to deal with it. Ooh, Z-Power getting caught as well. More aggression. North not pulling back after taking an early 5-on-4. They're going to continue to force the issue and get themselves a free AWP as a result. forZe bailing out of A, going to be going back through these boxels. We have another lurk. This time it's flipped with the Krieg. Cajun in position to deal with this, but forZe have been keen at just smoking off this Ivy angle and going into CT. We might see this this player lurk until the B site contactors come in and try and catch North players rotating. But they're taking their time, so it could still be A after all. Pop Dog drop coming back in, and just got to worry about Kjaerbye and main. That's unknown right now for forZe.
forZe ideally here are going to try to split this outside site as best as they can. They do have Flit over there towards Ivy. It's all going to come down to where the first contact comes into play. Almazar spots out Cage and B, drops a Molotov towards Connector, knowing that the CTs have likely already pushed through. Almazar is going to continue his rampage. He's going to push up through Connector as well. Again, just pistols here from North. They've already been able to take out 2 members of forZe. Now it's a really awkward one considering KRB posted up in T-Con with the AWP, falls as soon as I say it. And now this is sort of clinical in the way that this one's broken down. Gade able to shut down that of Almazar with the Deagle. And now things are starting to turn around on their head. Flit with just a hope and a dream. Bomb planted. 7 HP, 9 HP respectively for the 2 members of North remaining.
No kit, and he's found the first. He knows they're not going to have this kit either on an eco around North. They've got to get the kill, and Flit won't let them. Body shots coming in. He knew they were low, and he's easily going to be able to close out the round there for forZe. 7-1. But, you know, credit where credit is due. It was an eco. North make it a 1-on-1. They make it, or a 2-on-1 rather. They make it close. But, yeah, again, it seems like forZe have got the perfect reads. You know, North have a 5-on-3. They have great control. They have a heavy inner setup with Kiebi in main with the AWP, and forZe enter the one position that North aren't watching that was the pop dog. Kiebi getting caught on an Olaf wrap, and yeah, the only gun that North had in that round was removed from them. Now they've got more ops back in though, picked up by the in-game leader and Cajun to follow. Double nades early on as well, just to keep forZe honest.
Yeah, now Kiabi's going to aggress over here towards main once again. Try and set himself up over here in this side of the map. Those Molotovs actually force Z-Power out into the open. He still is able to remove AZ. Now, Kiabi snuck up on top of the blue train. Ooh, he's working with small margins, but he's been able to dodge around with these flash. Oh dear, how's this happened? Oh, Maze is all the way into B and North and not ready. And this is the thing. I think if you're a team like North, you've been used to playing a lot of the times versus these European teams where they do like to kind of give some respect and take things slowly. This is one of the differences of this forZe squad, is that they love a bit of just, you know, taking advantage, playing it fast, playing it what looks like a little bit reckless, at least in the heads of your opposition. And I think North needs to be a lot more ready for some of these faster plays that forZe are going to throw on in. This is a 3-man save. One other thing I wanted to touch on is, Hugo, you'll remember this, right? We casted that North versus Astralis game last season of Pro League. Kiebi, you know, dropping, I think, 40-something kills in that map. Phenomenal game. One of the real success stories there was kind of the duality between Cajun B and Kiebi working this Ivy position that allowed Kiebi to go on these huge flanks a lot of the time, as well as this main aggression. Now, right now, we've only really seen Kiebi turning his attention over towards main, and he has been winning these fights some of the time, but it's not been consistent enough. I would love to maybe see a bit of a throwback to that idea of, you know, the Kiebi Astralis game of last season, where he was very adamant on going on these Ivy plays, trying to take control away, trying to pressure it early and deny map control the way of his old teammates there. I would love to see that here versus the forZe squad.
Big grenades coming through here. No damage though. Look at this. They're playing very close in the yard. North are with these rifles. They're even going to go as far as to get ladder control. forZe still pretty split up throughout the map. They haven't really taken the halls there towards center just yet. Playing it slow. Remember, Harry, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Slow drop, smooth kill.
What film is that from?
It's not a film.
Or is it a show?
It's a way of life.
Is that just the thing that you've said to me before?
Yeah.
I said it yesterday.
I wanted to make you think about it a little bit more, you know? So.
Yeah,
He's telling you to shave your head.
Oh, okay.
Well, not necessarily, so to say. But this round has really not gone well here for North. Just Gade left in a 1v5. So far, no weapons taken out of the hands of forZe. We're going to see a bomb plant towards this outside site. Gade's going to rotate through CT spawn from the look of it. But even then, his rotation might not do too much good. He's going to wait it out. The odds are not there for him.
And this, being real, this is like pretty grisly right now. You know, forZe are just running into this A-bomb site time and time again, and often having a lot of players surviving. You know, I mean, this round they've managed to keep it flawless. North down 1-9. Something has to change, and I think if there ever was a time, you know, to try and throw in one of these rounds where you switch something up, why not now? You know, like it can't get worse than this. So. 9-1, and yeah, at least there's money over on the north side. Cajun's going to be a little bit limited, but the rest of the gang are there. Man, we had AZ popping off yesterday. We had Cajun B with a phenomenal series topping the charts. You know, Kierby was up there as well. They finished that +18, +7, and +6 respectively. So, oh, there we go. Yeah, we dropped 40 frags and a 1.59 rating on trade against Astralis. Yeah, that's the game that we were on about. And this is where, you know, I would love to see him maybe try and channel that energy a little bit again. This main aggression that worked then versus Astralis, not really working now. But who says that that Pop Dog play, not Pop, sorry, Ivy play won't? forZe, they have been trying to take it. They have been showing a couple of players towards Ivy at the very, very least. And if you're able to set someone like Kierby up there, even with a flashbang, you know, we know that Cajun's playing down towards that side with the orb. Admittedly, he doesn't have it in this round. But if anything, that kind of makes me want them to try it even more.
I feel you, Harry. I do feel you.
Anyway, this half really slipped away from North so far. Almazar working his way out of ladder with a quickness. He's going to find himself already out to E-Box. FaceCrack's going to be joining him. Huge vulnerabilities here. FaceCrack just edging his way up. He has not looked on top of blue. They're going to pass like ships in the night. And now the noise has been rang out. Kierby finding 2 with Zim 4. Ultimately, this A site is just moments away from falling. AZ can't seem to do anything about it. And again, just Gade, life of a B player. Or life of Brian.
Yeah, so in that round there, MSL tries to peek the upper halls at the B-bomb site, hoping that there is maybe a change that North needed. You know, hoping he could find an opener. Some good news for this team, but instead he went running into that AWP of Z-Power, gets shut down. Immediately they lose a man, and so that kind of throws the A-bomb site into disarray.
We have a skybox here, Harry. We have a couple of rounds ago. This is just a couple of details that I liked from forZe. Firstly, it's the Ivy control. We have a triple Ivy take. Z-Power is able to get the kill walking through a smoke against Cajun with the AWP. We move over, and what they do is they hang around in Ivy for so long. They throw this double smoke, this smoke here, and they re-smoke it. They wait for about 20, 30 seconds in this position, and then we have that trade that's really, really nice. If you can see, MSL scoped up on backtracks of the AWP. Jerry crosses first, and MSL kills him. Only a bait, though. Z-Power repeaks and gets that trade. And from that point, it is just a bit of a mess with trading, with lurking, and with Almeza coming in on that late B flank to secure the round, with AZ getting taken down at the end as well. So just nice patience from forZe, taking that Ivy position, waiting, and bleeding out the time against North, who are clearly you know, feeling scrappy right now at a man disadvantage in that round. And at a very heavy round disadvantage in this game. Kierby looks to try and turn the tide of battle. Aggression towards the E-Box with 2 kills. AZ gives away his position in the Pop Dog, but he can just bail out of this one. 5-on-3 for North. Best chance they've had in a while.
And it's always Kierby winning these openers. It is always him. Train feels like a great map for this man. And this round is showcasing exactly why. Man, if he's doing this, let him do it. Kierby, the hat trick in this one. And maybe that's what North need if they want to salvage this in any way. Maybe they do just need one man to be the flagship leading the charge. MSL's beaten Jerry over towards B, and this leaves Split alone. Will dispatch of the close man, but now that he's retrieved this AWP, does he think about saving?
Surely not. At this point, you know you're 10-1 up. You want to get all the kills you can. You're not thinking about the round win. You're thinking about frags. You're thinking about taking money away from North and really limiting their future buys. But Kierby, he is again coming on this Ivy flank. Harry, this was all Kierby did in that Astralis game that we were talking about earlier, and it has great results.
You say right once again, but this is the first time he's pushed Ivy. And, you know, it's been... we've been asking for it constantly. There, he goes all the way up and he gets the information that not a single drop of utility, not a single player came from that Ivy position. And that's been a bit of a repeat pattern now in these last few rounds. I hope this is where the cogs are turning. And with him kind of showcasing it finally in round number 12, we might see a little bit more of it from the kind of shining star thus far from North on this map.
The only thing that this North Star is leading currently is forZe into what could potentially be a map win, 10-2.
Don't worry, guys. North's good side is the T side, remember?
Yeah, man.
2 rounds against Heroic back
not
in
bad.
Leipzig. Could be worse. I mean, they've got 2 rounds right now, so, you know, double it down. Kiebi, I think he might have been spotted there, face crack. He's playing with it. Kiebi getting the Krieg kill. North, again, man advantage. It's only coming down to this one man who is forcing the engagements and coming out on top more often than not. MSL with the AWP as well, laying down the pain from the site. He's got support. Again, AZ's pushed inside a pop dog, and that allows MSL to hold aggressively inside of A. Talking of aggression, Almaze has found a gap in B. He's been so good at finding these little openings, these little opportunities, and Gabe might be in a world of hurt.
And he might be. There it is. There's the pain that we were talking about. Flit and Almazar. He's going to drop that smoke there towards connector to maybe draw some attention to the fact that inside is compromised, which it certainly is. However, MSL is too aware. 200 IQ, and he's going to go ahead and drop the bomb there towards Ivy. 30 seconds left on the clock. Almazar is going to peek through connector. Now that they know exactly where he is.
Save time.
Save time. Not a Jame in sight. Harry Russell's in sight, though. I can see him clear as day. Harry, what's up, man?
Yeah, you know, nothing much. I mean, right now, this is North with a real potential to salvage something from this half. You know, they were in a spot where they had no money. Their backs were against the wall. They were having to, buy and then lose around and then save, and then they partially invest and then they save, and you can get stuck in that pattern. You can get hammered down. And so the fact that they've kind of broken out of that, and now they've actually broken the economy of forZe. Well, there shouldn't be an investment in this round from the T side. That is all they should have to work with. And so for North, a 5-10 half, suddenly when you say it like that, okay, T side might be a bit tricky for them. But I think there at least, you can use the players that are stepping up to create the space for the team. You can send Kiebi in. You can rely on him, heck, in the clutches, You can have the other players that are maybe struggling be the ones to throw themselves in, get Kiebi the information, and have him play around it. So you've got your options open. None of that would have been the case if this had just continued to be a steamrolling in the first half. So North, there's still a chance for them in this map.
Here comes the tram, chugging its way down through the B halls. There's an AWP posted. It's waiting. It's ready. But MSL can only get 1 kill at a time, you would assume. If a pistol drops first, that should set the Krieg up for success, and legs have been seen. It's to bait a shot. That's a smart one for forZe. They know they can get out now with only taking leg shot damage. Gade has been dinked as well further back towards the tracks. forZe get a kill with Glock somehow. The trade is in. The Krieg have to be retrieved by Flit, and the bomb plant's found as well. Kiebi saving the day with 2. This retake well and truly on. Should be no problem.
Yeah, the Glocks surely can't have done this, right? Flick gets removed. It's only Z-Power. He jumped across. He's grabbed the Krieg, but now they know where he is, and there's so many eyes looking at him. First man down, but KJB gets that trade, stops it getting out of control. It still gets dicey. It's not clean for North, but a 4th round on the board nonetheless. Bomb plant found for forZe. That's actually pretty important. Almaze would have been coming into this with just an AK and armor were it not for that bomb plant. Now they can get the AWP, they get utility on everybody here over on the T side. So forZe, they are very, very happy with how that round pans out in spite of them not picking it up.
Yeah. A little sloppy, but they do get it done. You're exactly right. Last round of the half, full purchasing power, or at least the best they could possibly scrounge together here on both sides. A lot of grenades being used over there outside. Now MSL blocking that grenade, stops just shy of E-Box. You can see him play a super aggressive angle. AZ doing the same thing here towards ladder.
Yeah, maybe having a rough game, but he's been doing a good job of controlling this position. It can sometimes be so hard. If forZe want to get rid of AZ out of Pop Dog, they can do so with utility mollies, grenades, you know the like. So AZ has been holding onto that spot, and he can flank in this round once North realize that forZe are fully committing towards B. There is a lurk. Flits on Ivy. We'll save that for later, though. The push has come through. Gade getting first blood. Kiebi leveled up with him, dropping another. There is a man out on the site, though. Kiebi has an inkling, and he's going to drop the bomb deep as well. Z-Power alone. The flank's been dealt with, and there's nothing here for forZe in this last round of the half. It should just be the 10-5 that we predicted.
Yeah, Z-Power. What can he do? I mean, the bomb is just surrounded. Like, this would be unthinkable. This would be nuts. And as a result, I probably don't think it's going to happen. But maybe Gade offers something up here. Flashes are going in. The smoke's going to fade. Z-Power tries to go through. And yeah, he gets the one kill. But that is the best he could manage. 10-5 at the end of the first half there. forZe leading the charge. But North, they just might have dug themselves out of the hole for the time being. Find out who takes this first map after a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
You've been distracted, your best, my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan, I need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping about none of y'all feedback. Heard that, wonder when I'm gonna peak at. And that's why you count your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Here on our screen, we have North, but as cool as all that is, look at the man to your left. Now that is Graham Pitt, and he is, well, running operations over there for North, former ESL fame, former admin, former referee. Either way, this is Pro League Season 11. He does find himself situated behind this team, which are currently in battle with forZe over Train in this best of three. I'm here with Harry and Hugo. And of course, Harry has something to say.
Yeah, quick reminder that, you know, Trace, you're so influential that Rihanna actually named a makeup brand after you.
It's true.
Yeah.
One time she accidentally tweeted at me, but, you know, that was short-lived. She didn't respond either, so.
That's
Moving
such a
forward.
shame.
Please respond.
Please. Monk ass. Monk ass.
Well, you can see the GG bet odds right there, and we'll respond to them. They're putting this one. I actually didn't see. I caught them right at the
In
end.
favor of forZe.
Thank you
Rightly
very
so
much,
for this
Hugo.
map right now. But do remember, this is a great map for forZe, not one that North have played recently, and we have Nuke coming up. I still think this is a 3-mapper regardless of how this one goes. But can North make it interesting? A bomb plant, and Kiebi's hitting headshots, but he is alone inside of the site, running out of ammo, jumping up on top of the train, and face crack coming in from Connected to save the day. That got scary. That got a bit hectic, but it will be forZe taking a pistol round. And Harry, again, North, flawless on pistols, flawless on conversions. They lose both in this map.
Yeah, and I think, you know, that's maybe showing that these North guys aren't coming in feeling crazy hot today. You want to know who is? Kiebi. He's looking fantastic, as he often does on Train.
Top of the server.
But this is kind of the Train story. I don't know if it's a map that suits the others all too well right now. This has been kind of like a reoccurring story for North on this map, really. MSL's looking good as well on that AWP. But the thing that worries me is we already touched upon those Z-Power AWPing stats, right? This guy is a monster when he gets that AWP out on the CT side. And that might be pretty soon. He's taken an eco in this round so that he could try and do it. The rest of his team have come in with kills, but Kiebi and AZ, maybe they've done enough to make something of this round. Kiebi, 1 kill to his name already, 21 in total. He needs a hat trick. He needs to get that tally up to 23 if he wants to get a 6th round on the board for North. And shaky aim shakes the game. 1v1 now as Kiebi is mixing things up. That bomb is back towards E-Box. Will he be ready for Almazer over here towards Hell? Ooh, Kiebi, long wrap through Pop Dog. Kiebi, little rat man of Counter-Strike, as he tries to find a way through the back door of Almazer to get in to this A-bomb site and grab that package.
Almazer's read it, though. He sees the fact that Kiebi's gone Ivy. He is 1 step ahead, and having the bomb at his feet is certainly a benefit to that as well. Not a great position. Olof is good, but you've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You're committing to the fight, and Famous versus AK, not always the play. Kiebi's going even longer round. He won't enter T-Con, and now Almazer's got to make a decision. Does he want to commit? He does. Inside of main, this is a very good position right now, even with Kiebi coming in on Pop, because he's going to have to start running soon. 20 seconds. You can't sneak forever, and that bomb needs to get planted. He might have time to sneak and pick it up and get to the site, but Almazer's going to spot. He's going to hear, and he's going to go for the fight. Kiebi spraying, and he's going to get the round for North after all.
Good stuff there. North on the bounce back. You lose pistol, you grab the second one. Gives you that little bit of shining light. And ultimately, the tunnel that only ends at 16.
Yeah, and you know, we touched upon the fact that Z-Power had saved some extra cash to try and bring that AWP out. Well, obviously, with the round not going their way, that's now a kind of distant memory. He's gone for a scout armor investment here, left himself with $2,000, so that AWP is still coming. It's a little bit delayed, though. Face Crack's gone for the Nova. Now, I love the Nova. He's taken that over here towards Pop Dog. AZ and Gade have dealt with everybody inside of the A-bomb site. Face Crack is having a bit of an identity crisis, bless him. He's actually joined the T side here. He's wrapping in behind enemy lines. However, I don't think anyone from North is going to be ready for this. There's no way if you're MSL. I mean, come on. Come on.
You sure about that?
You're not sat there if you're MSL going, I got to watch out for the Nova rotate through, you know, like through the back line. No, but he's ready and waiting nonetheless. North are going to take this 7th round, 7-11. No money over on the forZe side. And yeah, they've dropped the ball on this one, much akin to how I've just dropped everything else.
You certainly did. We want to go ahead and apologize for your ears at this moment. His name is Harry Russell. You can find him at JustHarryGG over on Twitter to go ahead and voice your opinions, concerns, complaints, and comments. Sort of channel them all there. Almazar is going to hold on to this Deagle and some armor.
is. North with a 7th, and we'll continue down the path. 5 alive for North, too. That's going to help them out, give them a little bit of a cushion going forward.
I mean, this is the thing, man. This has kind of been my experience with North on train constantly. And it is just, if Kjaerbye is carrying them to the finish line, then maybe they win. And in the beginning of this, Kjaerbye wasn't really doing that. But now, 23 and 11, he is rising up through the rankings and he is making it look doable. We've got a couple of players starting to find their footing around him. Is it going to take another 40 from Kjaerbye to find success for North on trade? Jerry's been dealt with. AZ's mopping up eco frags, and oh, he's good at that. He loves getting fed, does AZ, but this time, eyes bigger than his belly. He gets taken down. Almeza, last man standing in the 1v3, but there's no hope for him here.
No, this would be surely an insurmountable task. That 12 HP, regardless of how low CSGO is, real good chance that this one doesn't aggress any further than it is, and we put an 8th on the board for North.
Nothing like back-to-back Devil armor saves, especially going into a rifle round. Does make sense, though, having the Kev and being able to buy up around that. But he might lose it. He's seeming hungry. He's seeming keen, and this is being watched by Cajun, waiting. And yeah, there it is. Not worth the wait at all. 8 rounds to North. Yeah, Slow and Steady wins the race, though. This is certainly the start of a comeback, the chance to come back. And we know that the fact that North would float this map in a best-of-3 series versus a team that does like to play train means that I'm sure MSL has done his homework. Yes, okay, maybe CT side didn't go their way, but now being able to control the pace, things are looking good for North. They steal the momentum right out of the hands of forZe with that clutch from Kjaerbye on the A site, and they have been building upon that ever since. forZe now coming back in with guns, getting that AWP out that we've been waiting for Z-Power, and he'll be boosted inside of the connector. Harry, you spoke about Z-Power's CT side AWPing today, about how much better it was than the T side, at least as the numbers projected. Well, let's find out. Is North going to be able to put a stop to him?
Yeah, Flit really pushing himself down there towards Ivy. He's going to back out. The timing's going to work out in a way that Kjaerbye doesn't see him. And they're just going to come to a little bit of a standstill over there. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, it's going to be North playing around this ladder room. Showing a little bit of presence towards inner. Currently, Almazar playing on the inside of the site. He's going to drop a grenade. No one's going to be there to answer it, though.
Right, Flash just got thrown over from AZ, and that's allowed these 3 players to try and get out through the pop dog, but they haven't checked top blue, and FaceCrackers punished them for it dearly. Oh no, AZ's tried to come in. This is the manning through the flashbang. He arrives a little bit late. Kjaerbye wins his fight over Flit, but look at how fast forZe are on the rotation. All 3 players are here already, staring down the sight lines back at these 2 remaining North players. A 12th round for forZe. They are quick on their feet and they are accurate on the trigger. That's them bounding back into the lead and now leaving North on the back foot.
Yeah, luckily still money to reinvest, though. MSL's back on the AWP, so it's not the be-all and end-all. It's not the game lost, but this rifle round decides almost everything. forZe will go to 14-8. If North don't pick up this rifle round, they'll be left with pennies, with scraps. And Z-Power, he's looking to turn North into scraps, waiting towards the connector. Gade is out and about. He is very aggressive indeed. That Molly is going to find nothing, and Gade is going to sneak on past it. Flit's aggressive down Ivy, but Jerry's been dropped in the meantime, playing back green. Flit might have to peel off this position. Kjaerbye is waiting for him to come in and try and flank potentially, but that's not going to be the case. They're waiting for Gade to really force the issue. FaceCracker swap positions. Flit's coming back out Ivy to spot him inside of the site and walking through the smoke. Actually going to back out of that one. Not going to commit. Gade is wondering, where the hell are these CTs? Where are they?
Oh, well, MSL's removed one. Flit comes back late and Gade just gets caught looking away at exactly the wrong time. And oh no, I didn't think this would be the thing that makes the round spiral out of control. Kjaerbye, surely you don't catch his timing. He's holding, he's waiting, but Z-Power is fast and deals with the man down in Ivy. AZ's gone and it's CajunB all alone. 1 versus 3 to do. The bomb a little ways away. He does mop up the first man, but Z-Power is in with the response. forZe 13-8. And that's such an unfortunate round. Very well played from forZe, you know, realizing that a man has gotten out, a man has gotten deep, and he gets that kill. But then, you know, outside of that one moment where you have the chance to get the trade, you actually don't know where he's gone, with the smokes down, with the flashes going in, and just silence across the bomb site. So forZe post themselves up together. You saw Flit left Ivy. He peeled away from that aggression he was attempting, rejoined his teammate, and they just play inside of the site, hidden from Gade. They don't let him get kills from that little opportunity they gave his way. And now 13-8, no money for North. This should be that 14-8 scoreline, exactly as you said, Hugo.
Such a frustrating round, and this one will probably be similar as well for North. They've been spotted going towards B. That bomb, I imagine, has been ascertained. He's going to go up the ladder. He only gets one. Damage to Cajun can be finished off by FaceCrack, who will lay down some pain from the connector, spamming away with his M4. Bomb is yet to cross to the site, and it shan't be doing that anytime soon. I mean, the bomb's on site, but it's not getting planted. No one to put in the numbers. Kiebi dead last, and forZe with 14, as we anticipated. Without the bomb plant, that's going to have grave consequences. They can't afford the AWP if Gabe wants to drop it over, but that's going to be a whole question mark in and of itself. You can see he's hesitating, he's waiting, but he'll go for the AK instead. North, I imagine we're going to see a faster round, maybe a fast burst out of T-Con quickly here with no AWP. Will forZe have the mollies ready for it, though? Fast smokes from North, no one committing off the back of it. They're going to send players up Ivy, above the B halls towards Pop Dog. Everything but T-Con. And again, we've got this Ivy aggression for forZe. This time it could get messy.
It certainly could. There's the push. Nice shot there. Max Power. A trade from AZ. Does keep things honest. Keeps them even. On the other side of the map, KGB finds a frag. And a little bit of a push. Jerry panicking, reversing, backpedaling, and ultimately falling. FaceCrack by himself. There's just simply nowhere for him to run. North putting up a round on the board. That's going to help the war effort just a little bit. 14-9. Dangerous territory still for North. Flit holds the world's second highest rating on Train of all players on land in the past 6 months.
Wow.
Okay, Flit, I see you. Okay.
Not bad. Flit's been sick, though, just generally for forZe. Like, regardless of the map, he's such a good player. We can see him take that secondary AWP from time to time as well and show his value there. Often taking it off of spawn over Z-Power. And I like that forZe have that, you know, ability just to throw it around. North, tactical timeout after winning the previous. They know the pressure. They know what they've got up against them. But do they know the economy? Because forZe, they lose one round and they are straight onto eco. They could have invested, but rather just get everything for that follow-up round. The loss bonus isn't great, so that's why they're keeping the majority of their money. 3,000 a player on most cases. And Jerry can even drop the AWP for Z-Power as well in the follow-up round. So it's all good for forZe. Just take this one on the chin, let North get double digits, and move on with your next.
That is the plan.
Oh, here he is, Mr. Second highest rated player, Flit.
Number 2.
Here he is, down to, oh, well.
Really built that one up.
No love for Flit today. I thought it was going to be his moment, but apparently not. FaceCrack, only good for one. Z-Power dancing, trying to stay alive, but Cajun B there bails out Gade from the danger. 10th round for North. They'll reach double digits. Investment back in. Jerry's dropped the AWP over to Z-Power. He's now got that back in his hands. And that's the thing, man. We have the stats from that game yesterday to have reckoned that the CT AWPing was going to be better. I really didn't think we'd see it immediately kick in as fast as we have. He came into this second half like kind of middle of the pack, nothing special on the back of Z-Power. Well, now he's tied for top of his team. He's risen up through the rankings, and this AWP has just been shutting down North time and time again. MSL. Now we need him more than ever, really, to try and answer back. Even then, I don't know if the answer to this AWP on the forZe side is going to rely in kind of counter-AWPing it for North. I feel like maybe avoidance via utility might just be the way to go.
Look at how North is set up on Ivy. They know how aggressive that AWP has been, like you're talking about, Harry. This is, I mean, I like it. It's kind of like gimpy, but you could get collateraled here. You could easily lose both your players. But what kind of AWP is hard checking this angle? No one.
The Z power kind.
Yeah, I guess. Luckily, he's on the other side of the map right now, rotating off of B as North put pressure on that A site, but Flit will take first blood.
That is a huge kill to find onto Kierby, the only man who's really been doing anything. So now the rest of the guys have to try and pick up the pieces. MSL and AZ both get annihilated over in main. And Z-Power, uncharacteristic miss. That might have just given Gade a foot in the door. Flick round, but Almeza there with the element of surprise. forZe are going to reach 15.
You know things are rough when Trace drops an oof. I mean, I haven't heard him say that since, what, 2018, 2017? It's been some time,
Yeah,
man.
you know, I've been saving those up for, you know, appropriate times.
Stocking.
Right now, North sitting on the precipice of an L on this first map. 15 here for forZe. We will transition into Nuke after this, but certainly this isn't what North had in mind.
Yeah, I think expectations have got to be realistic, though. You know, if you're North, you're thinking more to your map pick than anything. And not to say that that's in the forefront of their mind right now, where they're still live. It's still a winnable game, but, you know, going into this, it's a rough one. And MSL will be the first to fall, the bearer of bad news here for North. Aggression, Flip flashed up, and he's dropped the bomb, and 2 more to follow. Oh, dear. North are getting scrambled.
They are. Not an egg in sight. But certainly MSL rushing through that Molotov.
Ooh.
Nice shot from Gade. Okay, so 2v4. Bomb down at Ivy. Full control for forZe. They're going to push all the way down into T-spawn. This is not going to go well.
How do you even begin to approach this round if you're North, man? There is an AWP staring down the longest avenue in the game, just waiting for you to peek this corner. And the fact that Cajun's only got, if he nails this, you know, I'll be left speechless. I'm probably alt F4ing out the server if I'm Bastion. That's our observer, by the way. Let's see. Does Cajun? Okay, boost up.
I like
Cade
this.
goes up and over. Jerry, not considering it, but his spidey senses start tingling. Cajun B now alone. Smoke's gone down. He waits for Jerry, but Jerry waits for no man. And maybe he should have waited for Cajun B. 1 versus 3 now. Flit looking for magic number 4, and shots are rallying through this smoke. There's 2 AWPs looking at it. Cajun, you're not doing it, man. You're not winning this. You can try all you like.
What is this?
Smoke fades. Cajun's down, and forZe take the win. 16-10. They'll mop up their map pick with ease, barely breaking a sweat in the train yard. Nuke's up next. That's the map pick of the North squad. Find out if they can bounce back or if forZe are going to run away with this entire thing after a quick break.